Okay, no. All right. All right. Here. Are you hear me? Hello. Okay. Sound check. It looks clear. Okay. Well, since it looks clear, I believe we can start by now, huh? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Let's start by now. All right. Well, let's just say good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Bernard channel today, and welcome to the Vtuber English today. Well, this may be the good place for the evening time, but maybe not the best since it is the evening time and it is a relaxing day. Well, maybe sometime it would be suitable to watch the TV show or another VTuber show that for relax. But today, here we are. Here we are to study a little bit more of the English. At least a little bit of improve in every day. That would be practice make perfect, right? Okay. Well, the last time I just teaching everyone about the A to C letter and the vowel. Yes, and that's a foundation of the English language. But today I'm gonna get a little bit of the serious on grammar. So I recommend everyone, if well if you have if nearby you have a pen or paper, yes, I recommend you to take it today because well it might be a little bit of complicated, but surely I don't well you can do because it's gonna be a little bit on the grammar thing, but most of the thing I'll try to keep it on the conversation term, so it will be easier to use and easier to talk. Okay, so let's just see the class today. Well, the class today it is about the nouns and pronouns. Yes, and well it is quite a big subject about the English nouns and pronouns because well it is related to almost every vocabulary, every word, and surely you cannot create the sentence without these nouns or pronouns, right? Surely, so this is one of the important and necessary thing to learn in English, and maybe the most basic thing to learn. All right, let's continue. Yeah, welcome back. English class from VTuber. Yes, I am. I am the VTuber, and you might surprise. I am the VTuber from Thailand. But well, surprise. And surely, one thing I want to announce to everyone here, I am from Thailand, and I am the pure Thailand. Well, yes, I'm not my father or my mother doesn't be the foreigner. But surely you can see, I just a Thailand, but I can use English like a native. Yeah, you might wonder, but this is the fruit of the practice. The more you practice, the more better you will be. So here I am teaching you about the English. Yes, and here I am the VTuber who decided to do the class since I used to be a teacher before and love to teach very much. Seeing the joy of the student can study and learn a lot of things, yeah, that would be the very joy I love. Okay, and sure, I am here to teach you English, and I mean it. I mean to do it. Well, teaching you from the A to C until you are ready to take on the TOEFL exam. Well, I'm seriously because I used to do that before, and I promise if well subscription is high and the support is quite high, yeah, I can do it as well. So stay tuned, and I love to do that too. Okay, and here it is quite different from another class you see on the Facebook or anywhere else. It is free, always free. But well, if you want to do some donation, it's welcome. I always welcome. Well, but it's always free. I always teach everyone for free. I love sharing the knowledge. Knowledge is sharing. Okay, well, enough for the chit chat, right? Okay, so subject of today, it is a nouns and pronouns. Okay, let's get in the thing. Wait, BGM should be lower. Okay, that would do. Now let's move on. Nouns. Let's see the word nouns. What is it? Well, simply you might already know and already use in everyday life. Yes, because now is a thing, the name of thing, or object, or anything that is substantial. Well, you can see it by your own eye. If you can see by you can see it by your own eyes. That's most possibly to be nouns. Example like the thing like a pen, paper, or wallet, or computer. Yes, it is nouns. Okay, and that's just a noun. We're gonna talk about the pronoun too. Okay, so about noun can be category in the two two category. First is countable noun, and second is uncountable noun. Okay, so what is it? Okay, yep, I I believe that we use English every day and maybe use it often, but a little bit of getting to basic would help you improve English for sure. I believe that. Okay, let's get back. The countable noun. So what is the first category? Countable noun? Yes, simple. Countable is from you can count. So the noun countable noun is the noun that you can count without needed the container. Yeah, you can count it plainly. You see three pen, it is the three pen. Yeah, it is the noun. Yeah, it is countable. Okay. Well, for the uncountable, I'm gonna be back to it in the more the next slide. Okay, so yes, example like a dog, fox, cat, giant, wolf, tree, table, or something like this that you can count. It is the countable noun. Okay, well, just you might question, wait, this is a very simple thing. Why we need to learn that? Well, hold your horse, man. Let's just say hold your horse because there is more thing than what you think. So this is what I'm gonna teach you step by step. If you have a pen and paper, be ready to take a note. That will help you a lot. Okay, next, if it is more than one. Yep. Most of the time when you see thing, you may already say, well, it is more than one. Wait, how to tell it in more than one? Just add s after that word. Yep. So well, let's just call the word with s is plural form. Well, plural is more than one. Okay. Okay. Example is dogs, cats, giants, tables. Yes, this is the plural form of these words. And that show it is more than one. Doesn't show the number, but it is surely show that it is more than one. Okay? Okay, let's go next. Now let's come to the plural form. Well, as I say, you can simply put s after the word to say it is the plural form. But thing is, sometimes it is more complicated, and this is where your pen and paper might help you a lot because I'm gonna explain it in detail here. Okay, there is several ways to add the plural form to the word. Yes, and not every word follow the rule of adding s. Simply adding s, well, not every word follow that. So let's see the detail. First rule, adding the first way to add the plural form is adding s. As you may see, just add s. Simple. Yes. Yes, most of the time you will just simply use that, but sometimes you will see something that you need to add more than just s. Okay, now so that here come to the second way. The second way is if they have sound of s, ss, x, c, ch, sh, add es. Okay, this is quite complicating. Okay, well, simply you just I already underlined the example that what is it. Okay, so let's see the example of the dress. The dress, well, you see double S here. Well, if you see the double S here in the end of the word, just put ES in it. Well, you see this thing S S S X C C H H H S H. My tongue. Okay, yeah. Example of the dress, you add es, it called dresses, and watch. the watch that you wear on your waist and watch the time from it, watch. It followed by ch, right? So in the plural form, it add es. And box, the follow is x. So you simply add es in it. Okay. And more than this, six letter here. Okay. More than the sound of these 6 sound, there is o. Well, the word that follow by o, you need to add es as well. Example like the mangoes. The mangoes, okay, one mango, it is end with o, right? But more than one, just add es in it. And well, who write this? X potatoes. Okay, I know where that come from. Okay, X potatoes. Okay, it followed by o. So if it's more than one, well, sure it is adding es follow it as well. Well, I hope you guys, when you just go to her channel and say X potatoes and want to say more than just one word, just add es. Okay, I hope. Okay. Well, the tomatoes, it followed by o. So just add es follow it. All right. Now let's see the fourth way. The fourth way is if the word followed by the letter F or FE in the end. Well, we're gonna change the F or FE to V, then add ES. Okay, example like the shelf. The shelf, okay, the platform on the platform on the minimart or something. Well, shelf followed by F, you change F to V and ES. You see? And wife. Well, if you have more than one, that's gonna be the problem. Wife followed by FE. You're gonna change FE to V and add ES. Wives. And knife as well. FE change to V then ES. Knives. Okay. Well, the pronunciation of these plural form. Well, when you see shelf end with F, right? The sound of shelves, okay, it's gonna be a little bit of need to practice. Shelves, wives, knives. You have to try adding the S sound after this. Okay, it might hard at first, but the more you practice, the more you get better, I believe. So just practice with this form of plural. It's quite hard to pronounce. Okay, next is, well, quite a lot one. Well, for the word that have Y follow it, in the Y in case there is two things. It's quite a different one and quite hard one to notice at the first sight. Okay, I'm gonna give you this, so make sure you write something and make sure you take some notes about it. Well, the first is if Y has vowel, just add S, simply add S. Okay, example like here, like toys. Yep, you see Y, and the next to the Y is O. That's a vowel. So sure you have to add just S follow that. Okay, the same keys. Well, you have to add S follow E follow Y because the next to Y is E, right? And a story, not story, right? Story because it's gonna go on the second case. So stories, it end with S because next to Y is E, simply clearly E on that. And the second is if that Y in the end doesn't have the vowel near it, just change Y to I and add ES. This is a simple thing you might already learn that. Well, you see Y, change I to ES. Many countries and many people teach this, but problem is it's gonna be the word toys, keys, and stories, something like this that just intercept that. So be careful and check that Y before you change it. Okay. So sure you see that stories. This is a story that followed by Y, and you see If you change IES back to Y, you will just see R and Y. There's no vowel in it. So just change Y to I and ES. Yes, so it is the stories. Country as well. The single form of country it is COUNTRY. So if you say many country, yes, change Y to I and add ES follow it. Okay, same goes. Babies. Okay, I see that there is something you need to. Well, I hope that there is something you might confuse about that. Okay, Barbie and babies. Okay, Barbie and baby. It is just see the vowel of A and vowel of E in the almost exact same place. But problem is the Barbie in the first vowel you will see R follow A. BARBIES. Okay, I'm gonna add you that. Surely you need it. Okay, wait, not this. Okay, I'm gonna add babies. Whoa. Okay, BARBIES. Okay, so you hear and see R here, right? Surely that's a thing. Yup. See? Baby and Barbie has right in the different thing, but if you cut R, you'll see the same word. So be careful when you write this word. Not to add R. If you add R, it's gonna be Barbie, the doll the girl like to play, huh? So surely if you're gonna talk about baby, don't add R in it. Okay, and fly. Well, this is one of the words that always causing problem. Fly. Alright, back to that thing. I'm gonna show you this. Fly. The single word, the single form of fly is fly. So then you guys gonna say, wait, what? Wait, what? Fly. Wait, isn't that going to the skies? Yeah. And I say that it is the same word as you go to the skies. Fly. But this is make no mistake. You need to be careful of these words on where they position. If they position on the noun position, it is noun. And if they live in the verb position, it is verb. So fly here, it means, well, the pest that coming to fly over something rot. That's the thing of fly. Okay, and more than one fly, we gonna change Y to IES, as we always do, because, well, FLY, it doesn't have the vowel near it, right? Yes, this is a problem. Why I say problem? Do you notice something? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to notice something about this fly. Notice that? Yep, you might already notice this. FLY. Wait, this word doesn't have the vowel show in it. Not A, not E, not I, not O, and not U. Wait, how come we can read it? Focus on Y. Focus on letter Y. Y is the semi-vowel. What is semi-vowel? Okay, last time I forget to tell you about the vowel, the semi-vowel. In some case, some letter can be semi-vowel. What is a semi-vowel? Here I'll explain you. Okay, semi-vowel. Here it is the letter that can be both alphabet and vowel in the same time. Yes, this is the one. So the letter like Y is this thing, the semi-vowel. So sometimes when you see this word and you doesn't see the vowel in it, don't panic. It's just a semi-vowel in it. Well, sure, because no word can just simply stay without vowel. Sometimes it hides in some letter that just doesn't show itself so often to be the vowel, but sometimes it can pronounce as vowel. Example like fly here. Okay. Well, so this is the thing that you might need to a little bit of study by yourself a little bit more, because well, there is a lot of case and a lot of things that just so many relate to the vocabulary, and I cannot just detect it in the and show you in every word around a million words in this world. Okay, so this might require some effort to study this thing, but don't worry, this doesn't mean so much of the problem, because well, it is a thing that stay in your normal life and you can read it already. Maybe already able to read it, but surely this thing is a little confusing when you go on the grammar term, so be careful on this one. Okay, let's get to the number 6 way. There is some noun that change itself mean it changed completely. Okay, let's see that simple word that you might already have noticed that. Well, you see it, but you might not notice it. Man and men. Yep, this is a singular form and plural form. M-A-N, man, is singular form, and M-E-N, men, is plural form. Well, you don't need to add S, but when you see this word, make sure you remember this is the plural form. It means a lot of man. Yes. And next, woman and women. Well, okay, repeat after me. Woman and women. It is W-O, yes, it's the very same thing. But when you pronounce these things, you need to pronounce it differently. Okay, woman, it is single girl, one girl. And women. Although they write W-O, but you need to pronounce we. Women. Yes, it means a lot of girl. Yes. And more to it. Some words just simply completely change their self. Well, change enough to just forget itself. Example like louse and lice. Well, a little small black insect in the hair or in your pet, like a cat or dog, these lice. Well, you might be familiar with the word lice, L-I-C-E, lice. Well, you might familiar with this, but the single insect like that called louse, L-O-U-S-E. Yes, it is louse. So, well, yes, one thing I just noticed, louse. Sometimes you play the game and you say the swear word like a you louse. You louse. Yes, it is this thing. So when someone shout at you, you louse, well, you are the very small insect and very annoying insect. Louse. You louse. Yes, this is mean you are the small and unaffected thing, but you always be nuisance to someone. That's louse. Okay, someone say you louse. Yes, you louse, but in plural form it is lice. Yes. one thing when we talk about the word lice, make sure you pronounce it carefully because it very almost synonym to the word rice. Almost able to read in the same sound, lice and rice. Okay, well, lice, you just put the sound out of your mouth, simply put it away, lice. But rice, you need to push your sound against your teeth a bit more. Yeah, rice. Yes, it's gonna be a little bit of change. Well, this is quite important, very confusing detail because, well, someone say, what do you eat? I eat lice. Well, you can see that coming, right? I eat lice. Well, what? You eat that thing on the head? Seriously? Yeah. So next time you make sure you pronounce it carefully and correctly, right? Lice. So next time you say, I eat rice. I eat rice, not I eat lice. If someone say I eat lice, well, yeah, that's gross. Yep. Okay, let's go to the next word, ox. Well, this thing is, well, it doesn't change itself but add something big after it. Well, ox, if there is more than one ox, just add en, oxen, oxen. And the very iconic thing about this changing self is child and children. Okay, some of you may already familiar with the word children. The children is the plural form. It means many boy or girl. Yeah, it means many kids, children. But the single form here you have it, child. If there is one kid, it is child. Okay, and more than one kid, children. Yes. Okay. And next thing is, okay, let's go to the number 7. Number 7 says some noun never change itself. Yep, be careful. Some noun just doesn't change itself. Never change. Like a deer. Deer, they doesn't add a single thing in it, but they can be both singular form and plural form. Yeah, deer and sheep. Sheep also as well. And cod. Well, I'm not sure what cod mean in Thai or what is it in Japanese. Cod, I'm not sure what it is because name is quite different. But if you point me at the right fish, I'm sure that I know that because I know a lot of fish. But in English and in different language, it name completely different. Yes. Example, some fish. And next is salmon. Well, salmon is the plural form by itself. Okay. And aircraft. Aircraft is plural form. You may surprise. Well, you may say one aircraft, two aircraft. Yes, you may say that. But you will never see aircraft with S or ES. You will never see that. Well, surely because aircraft is the word that can be plural form without change. Okay. And score. The score is a number, and yet it's more than one. But still, it is a score. It never add S. And the most common thing you may probably see in everyday life, fish. Fish itself also a plural form. It means many fish. Yes. And it can be mean one fish. Yes. But it is plural form that never change itself. You can use one sheep, fish. And you can use many sheep, fish. Doesn't add S or ES after that. Okay. And let's go to number 8. Number 8 say all study subject. Okay, example like maths, English, Japanese, and science, something like this. Always add S, follow it. Always add S, even though you mean just one subject, but it add S. So make sure you remember that, and make sure you add that thing after the subject as well, if you mean it in noun. Okay, and the disease like AIDS or COVID itself, you need to add s follow it. Okay, and number 10, some word have s even in the singular. Okay, this is just maybe exceptional case, you may not notice that, but anyway, it doesn't mean so popular word that you always use. Okay, here we are. Like works, yes, sometimes it adds s, but yeah, the meaning of it just mean, if you mean plainly, work is just an action, and adding s doesn't mean there can be more than one action. Anyway, and headquarters is the strange word. Although you add s in it, sometimes it means just one headquarter. It doesn't mean many headquarters. Okay, headquarter just add s. The reason behind the headquarter with the s is, well, because one headquarter including many room, and especially if that headquarter have many departments, yes, it gonna add s in it. But surely headquarter have s follow it. Also ironwork also have s follow it. Okay, you can use ironwork without s. Okay, these three words, you can use it without s. But well, adding s or not, it doesn't mean so much different. So not to worry about that. Okay, and maybe last thing about the plural form is thing that come in pair. Remember the thing that always come in pair, like trouser, pajamas, pants, and glasses. Always be the plural form. Yeah, even it is just a single object, but it always come in pair. So make sure you add it in plural form. It always be plural form. Well, no way you can gonna wear the trouser without s. Well, if you mean the trouser without s, it's just half trouser. Yeah, that's something like that. If it pant, well, it's just half pant. Nah, it's not gonna work. So surely these words that always come in pair or come into two sides, make sure you add it in plural form. And the way to add s or es, well, the same as I said before about the rule number 1 and 2. Yes, just simply put that. Okay, because before we go to another point of this slide about the uncountable noun and the pronouns, okay, I'm gonna give you some tip about this one. Although there are so many rules about that, but in conversation you will just simply encounter the number 1 most of the time, and sometimes number 2, and sometimes number 3, yeah, sometimes number 4, yeah, sometimes if you are seeking for waifu material, yes. Okay, so number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, you're gonna find it very much useful in everyday life. And about number 5, yes, sometimes number 5. Okay, well, number 6, it's gonna be a rare encounter. It's gonna be the rare encounter, you will barely see it. But be careful, because sometimes it just show up in the word that always stay in your life. Okay, number 7, well, it's just a rare case. Okay, alright, and number 8 and number 9, well, number 8, number 9, number 10, it is the thing that just a small detail. It doesn't affect you much, so don't worry about that. And number 11, it is a little bit of a trap if you don't careful about this one. Okay, just be careful about number 11. Alright, that's it. That's it for the plural form of the countable noun. Now let's go to the next thing we're gonna talk about today. Uncountable noun. Well, for uncountable noun, I'm gonna say that it is quite a strange thing. Because, well, what is about the uncountable noun? The uncountable noun is most likely about the thing that you cannot count. Yes. And the reason behind it, yeah, it is the thing that in irregular shape. This means no shape. like a water, like a blood, like a thing, like it has no shape. It is a liquid or gas. Yeah, it is the uncountable noun. And the thing that unidentified number in set. Example like a set of table. Okay, a set of furniture. The set of furniture, yes, you see that it is the you have one table probably, and maybe two chair probably, but that doesn't mean it's gonna fit in that number, right? Some set of furniture have two table and four chair. Some set has the one table and four chair. Yeah, it's different, and this just in the category of uncountable because of this reason. And next is the object that can be divided, like a bread, and a butter, a cheese, something that you can be sliced into pieces. That's called dividable. Well, why? Because when you slice a piece of bread, it can be different in size, right? Yes, you can see a loaf of bread there, and you can slice it in a million small piece. But the next person gonna slice is just a slim piece of it. Yeah, and they can slice 10 pieces, but you can slice in 100 pieces. So this is start to be uncountable. Okay, next thing is abstract noun. Abstract noun. Well, what is it? It is the thing that you cannot see. Example like emotion, happiness, sadness, or something like this. Yeah, sometimes that word become noun, and it is abstract noun. You cannot count that. Well, it is the thing you cannot see, right? Okay. And last thing that you can put it in uncountable nouns category is the thing that unable to count by eyes only. What is that? Rice. Well, yes, when you put a rice on a plate, are you crazy to count every single of rice about that? And the hair in your head. Are you serious to want to count it? Are you serious? Yes. Because of this reason that it can barely count, and the number is very, very much, and it's gonna take a very detail to count it. So by this reason, this thing has been put into uncountable noun category. Okay, I'm gonna give you the example of the uncountable noun: blood, sand, powder, bread, dust, flour, rice, hair, gas, smoke, meat, furniture, money, happiness, beauty, cute. Yes, this is the example of the uncountable noun. And one detail I want to give you about this thing is paper. Paper is uncountable noun. Wait. Wait, some people gonna say, what? What? Paper? Seriously? We use it every day. A piece of paper. A piece of A4, A3, A2. Yeah, it is countable. But have you ever realized the process before they become a paper? Yeah, if you realize that, it will be very uncountable. Yeah, behind that. And moreover, the paper cannot be simply counted. If you put in the big ream about that, well, surely it is a problematic to count that. And moreover, it is just more than one ream. And if you talk about paper alone, yeah, it cannot be counted. It is uncountable. But surely I'm gonna cover this about counting this uncountable thing next slide. So don't worry, we'll see to that. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is thing I said previously about the study subject. Yep, you may say, well, study subject, yes, I see it is a countable now. No. Hold your horse. This is an exceptional thing. Okay, all study subject, language, sport, activity, despite being S, it is uncountable. Now you see the reason, right? Why it had S. Because last time I talked about the plural form, it is S. I talk about the s. Yes, it is quite problematic because well, this is quite confusing thing about English a little bit. Well, every language in the world always have some confusing. But don't worry, it's just a small detail. As I say, although you put s or doesn't put s, it still be the same thing. Well, you may say that the subject, language, sport, activity, and well, this thing, despite it had s, it is uncountable. Okay, it is uncountable because well, you cannot see it, right? When someone asks you what subject you study recently, you answer math. Well, they doesn't see your math, right? It is the most likely the thing that you cannot see, so it enter the category of uncountable. Well, this is quite a confusing thing in the grammar, but well, don't worry because this thing is just a small detail and barely a test in the a test that the English test you will ask about this. So don't worry, it's just a small detail. Adding s or not adding s doesn't make any difference. It may some case showing that it more than one. Example like the language word. The language word, if you add s, mean many language. Okay, in this case you can add s and show that it is the different. So and the word subject, if you add s in it, yes, it mean many subjects. But the math, if you add s or doesn't add s after that, that's a different. Yeah, this is quite a thing. Okay, and the sport, if you talk about the word sport and add s, it means many sports. But if you talk about football or basketball and add s, oh, nothing changed. Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing about adding s after these four things: subject, language, sport, and activity. Okay, and the money case, money. Yes, you may open your pocket right now and say, wait, I have 5 baht or $3 or something like this, and you gonna say, wait, I can count. It is uncountable. Why you say it uncountable thing? Wait. Well, let's just say the thing about the English grammar about this money. Because well, when you count the money, if you talk about the word money alone, it is like you count 1 to infinite. And there's no way you can count to infinite, right? If you talk about the word money alone. Okay? You doesn't say $3. If you say $3, it is countable. But if you say money alone, nothing else. I have money. Well, that thing is you cannot add s follow that, right? Because it just like you try to count 1 to infinite. Okay, that same goes to the rice and hair. Well, for rice and hair is quite different to the case of money. Because well, as I say before, well, no common people will crazy enough to count it by eyes. Right? No common people gonna do that. Well, example like, well, one day you just go to your friend and grab his head and count his hair. Well, I bet you more than one day gonna end. And surely while you are counting his hair or her hair, surely one new hair gonna pop out. So this gonna almost enter the infinite zone. So this is a thing we can call it uncountable. Okay. And next thing, as I said before, furniture is uncountable because in one set has unlimited number. Okay, the case of money. Well, you can be see like as I said before, if you talk about the single word furniture, the word furniture it mean okay, the word furniture mean, well, 1 table, 4 chair, or another set maybe mean 2 table, 2 chair. Yeah, that's a different number, even in the single word of furniture. So it's gonna almost enter the money case. Okay, so this is the word of the thing about the uncountable. Okay, and question: can we count the uncountable? Yes, yes, you can count it exactly, but you have to put a container or the measurement on it. Okay, example like the first case: add some container for it. Yes, just like a cup of tea. You have tea. Tea is liquid. You cannot count tea. But if you put the tea in a cup and you say it a cup of tea, yes, you can count it now. And the next is a bottle of Mikuru milk. Okay. Well, yes, her milk. Okay, put it in a bottle and yes, you can count it. 2 loaves of corone bread. Yes, you can count it. If you put a measurement in it, 2 loaves, yes, it can count. And 3 sheets of paper. Yes. If you say a sheet of paper, it can count. Okay. Oh, one thing that be careful to spell it correctly, very correctly. Sheet. 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 Not short word, okay? If you go for the short word, well, we know what it leads to. Shade. Okay. And in second case, about this uncountable thing, well, we're gonna use the quantitative word, like a word of a few, a little, much, many, some, any, or something like this. Is gonna be the uncountable. It can use to count the uncountable. Yes, example like some money, some milk. Yeah, do you like some milk? This is a useful thing. Okay, it is about the uncountable thing. So sure, it is a way to add to the way to count the uncountable. Well, about this quantitative word, I'm gonna come back to it later. Well, because it is quite a long, very long story on how to use that and how to use it. That's quite a long story, and to introduce it, well, it's gonna take more than one hours, and yeah, it's not gonna be very good on study about that. If you're gonna have to study for one subject for more than 1 hour, surely it's gonna be very very tired and sleepy. I know that because I am a teacher and I know the rule of study curve. Well, the concentration of the student gonna last long only around 45 minutes maximum. Yeah, that's why I try to end the class on brief time for you to understand. Okay, pronoun. The pronouns. Okay, this is the last thing we're gonna talk about in this class. Pronouns. The noun that this is the noun that's used to represent noun. Wait, what? Noun used for represent noun. Okay, example of the word mikuru. Okay, when you say mikuru and there is many sentence related to her, well, when you say about this, instead of you have to write mikuru in every single sentence, you can simply put she to use she mean mikuru. It is pronoun. Yeah, so that saves your energy to write or read a sentence and also make your sentence shorter. The shorter the sentence is, well, the easier for another person to read. Okay. Example, the pronoun we have, the pronoun that we always use, it is just seven pronoun here. I, you, we, they, he, she, it. This is a pronoun that only 7 pronoun that it will be used. Okay. Example of usage. Okay, this is the example, and I highlight and underline the pronoun that what it means and what to use about that. Okay, I'm gonna read this sentence. My name is Bernard. I am a teacher VTuber. I have a cat. Its name is Leo. It is Persia cat. I like watching Mikuru channel. She is cute and lonely. Lovely. Sorry, man. Okay. Alright, so let's come to this one. Okay. I say that my name is Bernard, right? And I use I instead of Bernard is a teacher VTuber, and instead of Bernard have a cat. That's a really messy, right? So instead of I use Bernard every turn, I use I instead to refer to Bernard. Yes. So this is the purpose of pronoun. This is gonna help you a lot about the sentence. This will help a lot. And surely next is Leo, the cat. The cat, well, it is the thing I talk to, and it is an animal, not person. So I just use it for. Okay, so yeah, it is referred to a cat named Leo. Yes, and surely I use she. This is as I say before. I use she to refer to Mikuru, right? So this is how to use pronouns. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is this is how we use pronoun to replace noun, but only when it already had identified noun. Okay, only use it when they already refer to something. Cannot use it alone, right? She is a cat who loves milk. She is cute and lovely. Wait, if we use it only G and doesn't give you the identified nouns, what does she mean? The she here doesn't gonna refer to something, and that's gonna be very confused sentence. Who does this she refer to? So this is gonna be very the pronouns will gonna be useless if you doesn't put some identifier noun before using it. Okay, so next time when you gonna use this pronunciation, you need to identify that what does that pronoun mean to. Okay, be careful. And in the sentence that I just used before, I used the word is, am, are, and my, and ing. Well, this is a lot of subject I have to teach you, so don't worry. I'm gonna cover it in later live stream. In later live stream, I'm gonna cover about the is, am, are. Well, yes, and maybe about the quantitative word and also the possessive pronoun. Well, the pronoun alone, this is something like this, but there is the possessive pronoun that refer to the pronoun here, these 7 pronoun, but also mean to show that pronoun what is belong to or what they belong to. This is a possessive pronouns, and that's gonna be another subject I have to teach you. And the ing thing is the tense. Okay, present simple, present continuous, something like that. But don't worry, I'm gonna cover that later. Well, that's quite a long run and very long subject too, and very confusing one. Okay, well, if we talk about it, we're gonna. Well, yes, it is the thing. As I say, I have to cover it in another live stream because it's very long. So, well, if we're gonna talk about it, it's gonna take a whole day at least to explain every single detail about the English basic grammar, and that's just basic. Well, that's quite a long thing, so I will rather not pushing it in one go. So I'm gonna give it just a small detail and small by day, so you can wrap up and review it every day so that you will understand it. Okay, well, yes, because it's gonna take the whole day, which is against the rule of learning curve. Well, the rule of learning curve, yes, it is some theory I gonna explain to you later on. But yes, this is very much of the complicated thing. And surely if you request maybe more, if more person come here and subscribe me, I'm gonna come and answer about this rule of learning curve. So well, maybe about helping another teacher to learn about how to teach, and rule not to teach too long, like 3 hours. No, you shouldn't do that. Okay. Okay, this is the end of the class today. That's it. I talk about the nouns and pronouns and the details about that. Well, there is more to it. Well, if you want to learn more about that, well, maybe you can search it in everywhere in the internet. Perhaps you can find that. But if you want to learn from my explanation and my teaching, well, don't forget to like, subscribe my channel, and share this to your friend for more of these content and more of this English detail I'm gonna teach you. Okay. And one thing I want to give everyone here, that if anyone want to translate to other language, well, you're welcome. Please share this good content for everyone. Okay, I understand that my English is quite a bit of the strange. Let's put it as strange. And also I still have the weakness that I study Japanese, but well, it's not quite complete. So I cannot just teach it in Japanese in one go. So well, sorry about that. But still, if someone willing to translate that, okay, welcome. Okay, so that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining our class today. That's it. I have finished the class today here. Okay, so well, anything else? Clear. That's a clear. That's a clear one. All right. So here we are. The end of the class today about the nouns and pronunciation. Well, I like to say thank you very much to join the class today and learn a lot of things today. As I say, the class always free and free to come, free to learn, and free to discuss. You can come and discuss me every time, and everything gonna be free always. Well, yes, and but still, if you want to give some donation, yes, I welcome. I welcome donation. The more support, the more quality I have. Well, that's quite the way of the world. I hate it. Well, I love to share, so don't worry about that. But still, you're welcome. Anyway, you're welcome. And also, as I say, if you want to learn more about the English, yes, you can ask me anytime. Or if you have some kind of homework, the homework, okay, if you have a homework, follow that. You can simply come here in my channel, in the Twitter or the Facebook. You can come and ask me the question. I'm gonna keep track on that, and I'm gonna answer it in any time I can. Also, if you want me to teaching you some special class or something, teaching it online, yes, I can do that. Just tell me so. Go ahead, ask away. All right. So thank you very much for today, and thank you for joining. So if you have a question, you can ask me, and if you have a suggestion, you can come ask me as well. Okay. Okay. So well, this is the end. Okay. Yeah, this is the end of the class today. I would like to say I already said thank you, right? Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, I like to say goodbye, man. See you in the next class or maybe the next live stream. Well, yes. For now, I'm gonna give this channel a go. Give this channel in your care a little bit, huh? Okay. Since I just be on the pre-release stage, my 2D live haven't finished yet, but surely it's gonna finish soon, I hope. And so, if it finish, there's gonna be the official open and more content to come too. Okay. So thank you very much. See you again in the next live stream, and stay safe until next time. Goodbye.